Why do some people naturally attract respect, attention, and admiration without chasing anyone, while others try everything and still get overlooked? The answer might completely change how you see yourself and your relationships. People often wonder why some individuals naturally attract others without constantly reaching out, sending messages, or seeking attention. At the same time, there are people who do everything they believe is right, always being available, always saying yes, and always trying to please others, yet they still feel unnoticed. The answer often lies in how people perceive value and connection. Many of us grow up believing that the more we give, the more we will receive in return. We assume that being available at all times, responding immediately, and putting other people's needs ahead of our own will make us more appreciated. While this seems logical and kind, the reality is often different. Constant availability can create familiarity, but familiarity alone does not always create appreciation. Over time, people may begin to take for granted what is always available to them. This pattern appears throughout everyday life. Things that are rare or difficult to obtain often seem more valuable than things that are constantly present. Human attention naturally gravitates toward what feels meaningful, limited, or worthy of effort. When something is always guaranteed, people may stop paying close attention to it, even if it remains valuable. One of the most important qualities a person can develop is emotional independence. This does not mean becoming distant or uncaring. It simply means having a strong sense of self that does not depend entirely on the approval of others. People who have their own goals, interests, routines, and purpose tend to project a quiet confidence that others naturally notice. The most attractive individuals are often not the loudest or most attention-seeking. Instead, they are people who are comfortable with themselves and genuinely enjoy their own lives. Their sense of fulfillment comes from within rather than from constant validation. This creates a calm and grounded presence that others find appealing. Another important factor is maintaining a healthy sense of individuality. When a person has their own priorities, interests, and responsibilities, they remain interesting because there's always more to discover about them. Curiosity plays an important role in human relationships, and people tend to stay engaged when they continue learning new things about someone over time. People also judge value by observing how others respond to a person. Strong friendships, meaningful relationships, good character, and a positive reputation all contribute to how someone is perceived. When a person has built a fulfilling life and earned the respect of others, they rarely need to convince anyone of their worth through words alone. Emotional intelligence is another essential quality. True emotional strength is not about suppressing feelings, but about managing them wisely. A person who can remain calm during challenges, listen carefully, and handle difficult conversations with maturity creates a sense of trust and stability. Others feel comfortable around them because they know they can rely on their balanced perspective. There is also value in allowing relationships to develop naturally over time. Sharing experiences, thoughts, and personal stories gradually helps build deeper understanding and trust. Meaningful connections are often strongest when they grow step by step rather than being rushed. Leadership in this context is not about controlling others. It is about having direction in your own life. People are often drawn to those who know their values, make thoughtful decisions, and stay committed to their goals. A clear sense of purpose creates momentum, and others naturally respect and admire individuals who move through life with confidence and intention. It is important to remember that these ideas are general patterns rather than universal rules. Every person and every relationship is unique. However, one principle remains consistent. People are often drawn to those who possess genuine self-confidence, emotional stability, and a fulfilling life of their own. Ultimately, the goal is not to seek approval from others, but to build a life that feels meaningful regardless of who is watching. When a person develops their own interests, maintains strong friendships, pursues personal growth, and becomes comfortable with themselves, many positive qualities emerge naturally. Confidence, emotional intelligence, authenticity, and strong relationships become a reflection of who they are rather than techniques they are trying to use. The most important question to ask yourself is whether your actions come from a place of fulfillment or from a need for acceptance. The answer to that question can have a profound impact on the quality of your relationships and the way you connect with the people around you.